Welcome to day 3. We're still in lesson 25. We're going to learn about making a bar graph and picture graph. So you're going to learn about making them yourself instead of just using them. Because sometimes it is easier to make one to just get it out of your head, so it makes it easier to look at. So this starts on page 248, lesson 25. Learn about making a bar graph and picture graph. Read the problem, then you will show the data in the graph. That is the information. Lynn visits an apple orchard. She looks at one row of trees. She writes down the color of the apples on each tree. Red, red, yellow, green, red, green, red, red, yellow, red, green, green. First, organize the data. Then, make a picture graph and a bar graph to show the data. Okay? So, model it. You can organize the data in a tally chart. So, what she did was she said, well, I know there's 3 colors I saw. Red, yellow, and green. So then she just went through. Red, 1 tally. Red, tally. Yellow, tally. All the way down until she got to the end. That's how she made the tally chart. Okay? Then it says model it. You can organize the data in a table. A table is, instead of tally marks, she said color of apples and number on the tree. So all she did was count them up here. She said 1, 2, 3, all the way down to red, and then did it with green and yellow. So she went red, 1, she just tallied it, or 1, 2, 3, regardless of how she did it. She said there was 6, 2, and 4. Same up here, 6, 2, 4. So she organized all the things that she wrote down here to make making a graph easier. So let's connect these ideas. Make a picture graph and a bar graph. For problems 9 through 11, use the graphs and the data from the previous page over here to solve it. So apple orchard trees. Red apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It didn't color yellow or green for us. We have to color them in ourselves. So how many yellow apples? Well, let's go back to our data. She did these 2, but we could always do it ourselves. So I will show you all these ways. So we're looking for yellow apples. 1, 2. 2 yellow apples. 2 yellow apples, 2 yellow apples. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of my 2 yellow apples because now I know how many I have. I have 2 yellow apples. So that means I need to color in 2 yellow apples because that's how many I have. Okay, and they did red for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get rid of all the red apples. Now we need to know how many green apples we have. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And she also said 4 on both of hers. So that means we did it correct. Now we need to color in our picture graph 4 green apples. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green apples. Good. Now let's do our bar graph. How many? Oh, it gave us number of trees. So here's the number of trees. And then it did not give us our title or label some stuff for us. So, what should our title be? It should still be the exact same. So we just need to copy that. The title is not going to be any different than the picture graph because they're showing the exact same information. And then it has red, blank, blank. Well, what are you supposed to have? What is the data that we have? We have red apples, yellow apples, and green apples. Again, the information is exactly the same. So now how many yellow apples did we have? We had 2. So we're going to color in 2 squares. How many green apples did we have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we've done our picture graph, we've done our bar graph. Now let's answer our questions. color the picture graph to show how many yellow apples or apple trees and green apple trees that Lynn sees. We actually did that. We did that before we even looked at the question. So we have done that because that was part of that. Because it said color in the picture graph. We did that. Colored yellow and green. On the bar graph, fill in the title and the labels. We did that already too. Title, labels. Yay! And 11, color the bar graph to show how many yellow apple trees and green apple trees Lynn sees. We already did that. Look at us go. Alright, next problem. Let's try it. Make a bar graph for this data to show your work on a separate sheet of paper. Oh my goodness. Alright, it says favorite colors. Blue, purple, green, red. We don't need to do this on a different sheet of paper. We're just going to do it to the side. You're going to do it with me. So we're going to make either a picture graph or a bar graph. Okay? To show this information. I'm going to choose to do a bar graph. So I'm going to make this box. And then I'm going to put my label at the top. What should my label be? What is it asking? Favorite colors. So my label is going to be favorite colors. Okay. And then onto the side, what do they have under here? Number of trees. So it said make a bar graph for this data. So favorite colors. Who do you normally ask favorite colors to? People, right? So I'm going to say these are going to be my people. So we're going to say number of people. And then I'm going to do the same thing that they did up here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go up to 7 and stop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I need labels like down here. So I have blue. I'm just going to put B for blue. I'm going to put P for purple. G for green. And R for red. Now, I have that done. So I've got my label, just like up here. Or my title, I'm so sorry. Title and my labels. I've got my number of people. So now what's the last step? Is I need to fill in my bar graph. I need to make bars. So let's look at blue. How many people said their favorite color was blue? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make a line right there and we're going to make a bar. And I'm going to color it in. That's how many people said their favorite color was blue. Purple, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't go right here, so you got to make it kind of like, maybe you might have to go up to 6 or go over a little, just so you get there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're going to make another bar at 6. Color it in. There's purple. What about green? 2. 1, 2. Okay, well, let's see. There we go. About 2 right there. Color it in. And then red is 3. 1, 2, 3. Go over. A little bit above that one. And make our bar. And color it in. There is my bar graph for favorite colors. So what was the most favorite color? It was purple. It says 6 here, and you know the number 6 is biggest, but you could also just look at the bar graph and see that that bar was higher, so they liked that one more.